Hi, I'm Corey with Gold Rush Expeditions. Today we're in Dolores County, Colorado, and we're outside of a tiny little town called Rico. How many of you have heard of Rico? Well, you've heard of Telluride, you've heard of Ouray, you've heard of Silverton. Well, Rico is kind of a little bit down on the southwest edge, just as high. We're at about 10,400 feet up here, and we're sitting on a gold mine. Today we're here at the Expectation Mine. The Expectation Mine, there's some good history that we've got on it. There should be a couple of tunnels here, probably an 1,100 foot and a 1,300 foot, maybe an 1,800 foot, depends on what you're reading. This was obviously a drift at some point. We've been looking around, Jess has been taking a look at things. It looks like we have a waste dump out here. We found some good ores out there. We're going to show you some of those. We've got a beautiful mine camp out here. The Expectation Mine is going to need a small notice of operation to get up and rolling, because you're obviously going to have to recut some of this. You're going to want to timber out, make your tunnel work in. But there's a lot of gold out here. And when I say there's a lot of gold, you're going to see some pictures here pretty soon that are going to go poof, and your mind's going to be blown. And you're going to be like, whoa, why is everybody just leaving all this gold out here? And why are they leaving all this gold out here? Because they just don't know what's up here. And that's what we're out here for. That's a word.
So there's a little trestle that I found over there, and off of it I found all these really good pieces of ore that I want to send off to the assayer. So you can see right here, this one has a ton of gold in it. I know, right? I wasn't really sure with the tailings, the way that they are, because they're so overgrown. I wasn't sure that I would find anything, but then I was catching my breath from the elevation, and I looked down and I went, this was actually the first piece I found. And I started to see the sparkle, and I thought, oh, that's a pretty cool piece. I'll pick that one up. And then right around that whole area, I just found a ton of really, really good samples. Let me show you where we found those. I'd like to get some more samples. So this is where I found the samples. You can actually see where I picked a few of them up. The Adit Entrance is right here. And the whole reason I found this area is because I saw what remains of a trestle down here. And that's when I started to just kind of pop around, look at the different ores. And this is where I started to find the gold. So I want to go down here a little bit more, see if I can get some more samples that show us what this mine has to offer. So I just broke up some samples from the ore that I found over here, and it's loaded with gold. We've seen gold, pyrite, lead, not a lot of quartz, a little bit of iron. So it'll be interesting to see what the assay results come back as. So this over here, it's an outhouse. It has a toilet seat and everything. It appears that whoever stayed up here the most at one point had a corral. That corral could have been for horses at the time, or maybe it was for the burros that worked the mine. Not really sure. I'll have to do some history and find out. But one thing that is super interesting is there is water running on the claim. Not a lot, just a little bit, but water is water. And then I noticed that there's this pipe here, and I'm assuming that this is probably a seasonal spring that may be connected to the house at one point in time, because there is plumbing to the house. Overall, a really, really pretty site. Like one you could seriously get away from it all and find some gold while you're at it.
What else you got? You got a spring.
So a spring, which you saw, a corral, definitely kept some sort of animal in, and then the outhouse and the cabin. That's about it for now.
Man, you got yourself a nice little spot.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Look out over the valley there. That doesn't suck.
I mean, let's be honest. This time of year, put up a couple of chairs, little picnic table, to have a beer and just look out over that.
If you had a small little mining rig, like Brock at Global sells, you could probably bring stuff up here and crush right up here your ore after you're done.
Yeah, this is a great.
Good to go. That would be awesome.
This is a great staging area.
It's in good condition. Bars on the windows. That's interesting. Back window's got bars as well. Roof is intact. So I mean, that's going to keep rain off. It's set on a foundation. Gotta love that. Tons of wood. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, good little miner's cabin. It's cool because there is a lot of writings and a lot of, look at this, that's badass.
my, that is so cool.
Yeah, lots of stuff here, which is very cool. Here's a legit picture of this dude hanging out at his cabin there. Check out this one.
Nice.
Cool. So yeah, anybody that's going to end up buying this is going to keep this in good shape. It's got a ton of gold on it, which is crazy. And is this what we're getting some more of? No, that's just quartz. Pretty. Not worth a lot. Put a notice of operation in and use this while you're up here working. You're only going to get 3 months out of the year, I would guess, that you're going to be able to work it. I mean, if you're up here in the cabin, you could get 4 or 5 months out of it, but that's about it. But I mean, God, look, you got fire, you got a stove, you got places to sleep. I mean, few and far between to find that anymore. So let's go see if we can find some more good ore out here. Okay, so I think we got all the gold samples we're going to need here. I mean, there's a ton of, we got a lot of gold here. It's way heavier than it should be. I'm going to say we're probably 1.5 ounces a ton. And that's just out of the dumps that we got here. So getting into the mine is going to be a vital piece there. And found the track, found a bunch of cool stuff there. So the size of that track tells me there's a lot bigger mine there, which probably lends back to the historical stuff that there is some portals. That's why there's a cabin there. All in all, this is a money-making site. This is a good mine. It's Colorado. Yeah, I dig it. This is the Expectation Mine in Colorado. Go visit our website and you can see all the pictures, all the video, all the fun. www.goldrushexpeditions.com. I'm Corey for Gold Rush Expeditions, and we'll see you at the next site.